dubious as they are claimed to be by their enemies, or will they rebel and reveal the truth? The tale of Emily or Corvo, and their journey is how you control it to be. This is what I have to say about Dishonored 2, developed by Arcane Studio and published by Bethesda. Whether you're on a murder spree or pulling off combos of KOs, Dishonored 2, just as the first one, provides plenty of skills, powers, and stat-affecting charms for you to make use of, most of which can then be upgraded through the collection of runes or tool updates at black market shops, the replacement for Piero's role from the previous game. And unlike the previous Dishonored, you have two characters that you can play as, either Emily or Corvo, which after choosing locks out the other character until you play a new campaign. Both also come with their own personal abilities. While Corvo has the ability to stop time and essentially teleport, Emily instead has the skill to link enemies together, killing or knocking out enemies at the same time. While she has no teleporting powers of her own, she has Far Reach, which works by pointing at a position and using her shadow form to bring her over, or, once upgraded, grab something to her. But aside from those few unique abilities and their subsets, they more or less play the same. The only differentiating effect is their role in the main story and how they react to events. If you have the nerves to do so, you can also choose to play the game without powers and instead rely on the more technical tools like stun mines and the crossbow or gun, with darts and bullets with effects that either kill, knock out, or even blind enemies. Whatever route you want to go on, lethal or non-lethal, Dishonored 2 provides you plenty of tools and powers and stat-affecting boosts to fit your needs. This is more of a minor issue and didn't really affect my absolute enjoyment of the game, but it did at times get in the way of my plans. What I'm specifically talking about is the collision bugs when you're sneaking about through the elevator shafts, which you can see in the following clips. Some plans of mine involve hiding bodies in the open space above the elevator, or just plain hiding myself. So understandably, it kinda sucked when I had this kind of bug happen to me. Other than that specific collision bug, I had no problems with the game, and it was a mostly smooth experience throughout. Other than the gameplay, what I loved about Dishonored games is how well realized and believable the world felt like. Karnaca and its citizens have their own set of problems like bloodfly infestations and turf wars between the corrupt power to the people Howler Gang and ever-religious government-backed group of the Abbey. Besides those things, the environment design is especially nice to see. Whereas Dunwall had a grimy, run-down city look and feel, Karnaca had a much more varied and colorful industrial feel to its districts and buildings. Another big difference Karnaca has compared to Dunwall is that there is a balance of male and female enemies and NPCs to interact with when compared to the first Dishonored, the vanilla base game of course. Probably another reason why Karnaca felt more memorable to me as the diverseness it had with characters and environments compared to Dunwall. Plus, there are also these small notes sprinkled throughout to give the sense of a lived-in world. Yep, most definitely. It's a great sequel that expands on what made the first one great. More options and tools to play with, and possibly better levels to look and explore around. The story is okay. It's a revenge tale that throughout each mission plays the same way. Go to new location, traverse, and reach target area, and kill or KO the target and leave. There are, however, at least 2 levels in the middle of the story that changes up this feeling. But as stories go, it's serviceable, but nothing to write home about. The characters, however, are the highlights of this serviceable story, as each supporting cast and main villain are well voiced and memorable. From Duke Abel's over-the-top dictatorness to Megan Foster's stoic loner vibe. I feel that each voice actor did their proper job and fit into the world of Dishonored and their people of Karnaca and Dunwall.
I've been doing reconnaissance, talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district.
Whether you like murdering or just being a sneaky trespasser of the shadows, Dishonored 2 is definitely a must-play for anyone who likes either a stealth or action game or a stealth-action hybrid of games. Dishonored 2 is enjoyably chaotic.
My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?